Have you ever noticed that the greatest SUVs never have to prove themselves? They simply show up, and everybody else starts paying attention. Well, Toyota may have just done it again. Because what you're looking at isn't just another Land Cruiser. This could be the boldest GR Sport Toyota has ever imagined. And trust me, the deeper we go into this SUV, the more impressive it becomes. This isn't about adding bigger screens. It isn't about chasing crazy horsepower numbers. And it definitely isn't about following trends. This is about taking one of the most respected names in automotive history and pushing it into a future where luxury, technology, and real off-road capability finally work together. Stay with me, because later in this video, I'll show you the one feature that could completely change how people think about the Land Cruiser forever. Welcome back to Future Pro Cars, the home of tomorrow's most exciting cars, luxury SUVs, electric vehicles, and concept machines that make you wonder what's coming next. If you love seeing the future before everyone else, you're exactly where you belong. Now, take another look at this SUV. It doesn't matter if you're seeing it from the front, the side, the rear, or from high above. Every single angle tells the same story: strength, confidence, purpose. Nothing about this vehicle feels soft. Nothing looks over-designed. Instead, everything feels intentional. That's something Toyota has always done better than most brands. They don't build vehicles just to look exciting in photos. They build machines that people actually trust. And this new GR Sport feels like it was designed by engineers first, then polished by artists. Look closely. The body feels wider, lower, more planted. It almost looks like the SUV is gripping the road even while standing still. That alone gives it a completely different personality. This isn't trying to impress people with flashy styling. It's quietly telling everyone, I've already been where you're trying to go. And honestly, that confidence is hard to fake. The lighting deserves attention too. Whether you're looking at it during bright daylight or watching those LEDs glow after sunset, the signature is unmistakable. Modern, sharp, clean. The kind of lighting you recognize long before you ever notice the badge. That's exactly what premium design should do. The grille feels stronger. The body lines flow naturally. Every surface catches light differently. As the camera moves around the SUV, new details keep appearing. That's one reason these visuals are so satisfying to watch. The design almost changes depending on where you're standing. One moment, it feels like a luxury SUV. The next, it looks ready to disappear into the mountains. That's a difficult balance to achieve. Most manufacturers lean too far in one direction. Toyota somehow manages to stay right in the middle. Luxury without becoming delicate. Capability without becoming aggressive. And that balance could become one of the biggest reasons buyers choose this SUV. But here's something even more interesting. Most people judge an SUV before it ever starts moving. Toyota knows that. That's why this design isn't trying to scream louder than everybody else. Instead, it earns your respect little by little. The longer you look, the more expensive it feels. The more capable it looks. The more confident it becomes. That's great design. It grows on you. And trust me, we're only getting started. Because what happens once you step inside might surprise even longtime Land Cruiser fans. The cabin doesn't feel like a place you simply sit. It feels like somewhere you actually want to spend time, like your favorite living room. Only it happens to drive almost anywhere on Earth. Immediately, everything feels calmer. The dashboard looks cleaner. The controls feel easier to understand. Nothing appears confusing. nothing feels overwhelming. That's becoming rare. Too many new vehicles are trying to look futuristic by hiding every button behind endless menus. Toyota seems to understand something important. Technology should help people, not frustrate them. That's why every control appears exactly where you expect it to be. Simple, logical, easy. Whether you're 20 years old or 70, you shouldn't need a tutorial just to adjust the temperature. That's real luxury. The seats look like they're ready for cross-country road trips. Not just quick drives around town. Supportive, comfortable, built for hours behind the wheel. And if you've ever driven all day, you already know. Good seats matter far more than another giant screen. The materials feel richer too. Soft surfaces, premium stitching, strong textures. Nothing feels cheap. Nothing feels out of place. Even when the camera slowly moves across the cabin, you keep discovering new details. That's the sign of thoughtful craftsmanship. Ambient lighting quietly transforms the atmosphere after dark. Instead of feeling flashy, it feels relaxing, almost like the cabin adjusts its mood as the journey changes. Imagine leaving work after a long day. You close the door. The outside world disappears. Soft lighting surrounds you. Your favorite music starts playing. The climate is already perfect. The navigation already knows where you're going. Without touching a single button, the SUV is already working for you. That's where the future becomes exciting. Not because technology gets more complicated, because it becomes almost invisible. And that may be Toyota's smartest decision yet. The large digital displays look impressive, but they don't dominate the experience. Instead, they quietly support the driver, exactly the way they should. Important information stays clear. Everything feels organized. Everything feels effortless. Even kids could understand what's happening, and older drivers would never feel intimidated. That's harder to achieve than people realize before you ever need them. That's the kind of intelligence people actually use every single day. Not flashy features, useful features. Because the best technology isn't the technology you constantly notice. It's the technology that quietly makes every drive easier. And honestly, that might become one of the Land Cruiser's biggest strengths. You're already cruising comfortably at highway speed. That's the kind of driving experience people remember. Not because it's dramatic, because it's effortless. Now let's talk about the system that has always made the Land Cruiser special. Land Cruiser. Toyota's advanced terrain management could make that experience even easier. Sometimes, driving slower actually requires better engineering. And that's exactly where Toyota has spent decades earning its reputation. The suspension deserves just as much attention, because capability means nothing if every pothole shakes the entire cabin. This new GR Sport could deliver one of the smoothest rides ever offered in a Land Cruiser. Broken pavement, expansion joints, gravel roads, even rough dirt tracks. Instead of crashing over every bump, the suspension absorbs them with quiet confidence. Passengers stay comfortable. The cabin stays composed. Conversations continue without everyone raising their voices. That's luxury you actually feel. Imagine driving for 6, 7, or even 8 hours. You step out. And instead of feeling exhausted, you feel ready to keep going. That's when you know an SUV has been engineered properly, because true comfort isn't measured during the first 10 minutes. It's measured after hundreds of miles. Toyota seems to understand that better than most manufacturers. And here's something many people overlook. A quieter SUV actually feels more expensive. Better insulation, less wind noise, reduced road vibration, a calmer cabin. Those things create luxury long before someone notices leather seats or digital displays. Sometimes, silence says more than horsepower ever could. That's an incredibly difficult balance to achieve. And if Toyota gets it right, the competition is going to have a serious problem. Because buyers today don't just want adventure. They want comfort. They don't just want strength. They want intelligence. And they don't just want technology. They want technology they can actually trust. The Land Cruiser has always been built around trust. Trust that it will start every morning. That's something money alone can't buy. It has to be earned, generation after generation, year after year. And judging by everything we're seeing, Toyota isn't trying to reinvent the Land Cruiser. It's making sure the legend is ready for the future. But wait until you see what happens inside when all of that engineering meets everyday family life. Because this next part could surprise even lifelong Toyota owners.